So in episode 26 of Boruto, we all got to see the Konoha Academy students arrive in the Hidden Mist village. Some parts did seem fillerish at times, but they have to do this for character development. And we also got to see Boruto and Sarada share a moment which was very sweet and cute, and they might end up together, which is another video topic I might do. But let's jump right into this topic. The Hidden Mist village has undergone some big changes since the end of the 4th Great Shinobi War, with the Bloody Mist being a name of the past. So some of you may have forgot about the Hidden Mist on why it was actually called the Bloody Mist. I'll just go balls deep in this quickly to recap you guys. So essentially, the 4th Mizukage was renowned as being a perfect Jinchuriki. His bloodline and just him himself was a very good match with it, and he was the 3rd person to actually achieve full control over a tailed beast. However, around this time he was also known for being controlled by the Akatsuki, specifically Obito, when he was pretending to be Uchiha Madara. So Obito was effectively gaining control over the whole village because he was controlling the Kage. I actually said Hokage by mistake. So essentially Yagura became a puppet of the village and Obito was controlling it. This was all revealed to us when Kisame Hoshigaki killed the Fugaki dude, if you guys can remember, for leaking intel to other villages. Kisame killed this dude and he received a scene with Yagura because he was thanking him for it and for killing the traitor. But then Madara, aka Obito, showed himself to Kisame, implying that, yo dude, I'm actually manipulating the Mizukage, I'm the dude behind the scene. And then Kisame was freaking shocked and he's like, oh my god, Uchiha Madara is controlling this dude. During the time it was basically tyranny, and this made a lot of people believe that the Mizukage was a puppet and being controlled, which was true. It got so bad to the point where people wanted him to be executed. The genjutsu cast on him was so powerful that it sent Yagura to be a person that was scum. Yagura was doing crimes such as exploiting money from the weak, he was exploiting graves and robbing them, and he was doing atrocious acts where in the academy, students wishing to graduate, and only members of the lower caste in the novel, there's quite some differences, but they actually had to fight to the death. Only those who survived could advance to the ranks of a ninja. This practice actually earned the village the nickname as the Village of the Bloody Mist, the survival of the fittest, the best always win. Now because of this, defection became widespread among the Kiri ranks. No one wanted to stay in this village, everyone wanted to leave, with several members of the 7 Ninja Swordsmen of the Mist and even the 6 Tails Jinchuriki Utakata, or whatever how you pronounce his name, I definitely butchered and made it halal. He even abandoned the village. So the academy's graduation methods were discontinued after Zabuza, if you guys can remember this beast. He was a student himself, and when he was doing these exams and trying to get more ranks, he actually killed an entire year's graduating class himself. But because this practice ended, it was already tainted. The village was already tainted with the legacy of the 4th. He completely destroyed the village. Everyone hated this village. No one wanted to have anything to do with it. So in time, the guy that discovered that the Kage was being manipulated was this guy called Ao, or Ao. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name at all. It's pronounced A. He has an A and an O in it. But he discovered that he was being manipulated and he kind of stopped it. So you may be wondering why. You may be wondering yourself, why did Obito even hate the Mist village, and how did this happen in the first place to Yagura? So at an unknown point of time, Madara Uchiha secretly began to manipulate events in the Kiri village. Following his death, Obito Uchiha used the name of Madara Uchiha and took his place and controlled the village in time. So during the 3rd Shinobi World War, it was believed that Kiri, this village, at that time it was already known as the Bloody Mist by everyone, that they kidnapped Rin Nohara of Konoha and sealed the 3 tails into her. But in truth, this was the plot by Madara Uchiha to gain Obito's allegiance. So when she was rescued by Kakashi Hatake, Kiri sent a force to go after her, but this was only for appearances. So Kiri wanted Rin to make it back to Konoha so that upon losing control of the Three Tails, it will be released within the village and destroy it. So this village actually wanted to destroy Konoha, and they were even more evil than you thought. So in episode 25 of Boruto, we are introduced to Kagura, and surprise, there's only a one character difference between his name. And is that a coincidence? Maybe it is, maybe it's laziness, maybe it's a connection to the Kage. It's highly likely. Kagura is being trumped to be the new leader of the 7 ninja swordsmen. He looks surprisingly a lot like Yagura. Now we don't know guys, but when Obito took control over the dude, he possibly could have let the guy bust some nuts here and there, or before he died. Anything is possible under this genjutsu, and Obito was kinda crazy at this point of time and heartless, so maybe he threw the guy a bone and let him go balls deep into someone to have a kid and let him bust some nuts. We just don't know, but Obito was one naughty bastard. We don't know what this guy was into. He might have had some fetish up in this bitch. So a few things we should notice about this new character is that the marking on Kagura's eye looks very similar to the scar on Yagura's eye. And is this a design choice or by the Boruto creators, or is it a nod to the original Kage in Naruto, or does this have a deeper meaning? You cannot pass down scars through genetics. Kagura could not have received that marking under his eye genetically at all. Is it pain, or is it a whiskers design much like Naruto had, because Kagura is maybe a Jinchuriki like Naruto was a Jinchuriki for the Nine Tails, so maybe he has this marking because he's a Jinchuriki. It is possible because he did display PTSD and anxiety randomly whilst fighting Boruto. Maybe these things are linked. So the marking under Kagura's eye looks like something he was born with, whilst the marking under Yagura's eye, the Kage, it looks like a scar. Is this foreshadowing that Kagura's eye marking a personification that he is Yagura's reincarnation? That's up to you guys to decide. Maybe we are just going too balls deep and we need to calm ourselves down, and I'm looking too much into this, but you know, anything is possible in this series. Kagura seems to be a character that is going to be a Kage level in the future. He seems to have Kage level potential within him, and even his attitude to get rid of the bloody misreputation that the village is stained with, you know, he has that idealism. He is also chosen to take on the Hiramakari. Hopefully I pronounced that name right as well. I probably butchered it, just like the sword that can butcher some good ass meat and make it good halal and taste good. And you know, this sword is one of the legendary swordsmen of the mist. So he's basically, I think this Kagura character is going to be used as a plot device character to resurrect the story arc from Naruto to Boruto. He's going to create a transition for us, and again, he might be a stepping stone or a rival or even an ally to Boruto and the gang. I'm assuming they are going to make Kagura the good guy with the slightly questionable intentions and motives due to his history, whilst the other dude who seems to be Kasame's son or related with him, Shizuma, to be evil, and he has to be defeated as he questioned Boruto's ideals and safety, as well as even Kagura's. This would end up making Kagura be the good guy with Boruto, and they can have a talk no jutsu with each other, or even with Shizuma. I can see 3 possible directions they can basically take with this series and, you know, this mini small arc. If they choose to make Shizuma good eventually, it will allow more numbers for the 7 swordsmen of the mist idea, so there's that. Or they can make Shizuma a bad guy and an antagonist all the time, where he's like Kasame and he wants to resurrect the evil part of the village. I definitely think they are going to make Kagura a good guy and possibly the new Kage. And another thing to mention is that Owabe lost his grandfather in battle to Yagura, and he has a personal bad history with the village and is voicing his opinion on the matter. So I think with the Boruto anime, what the writers are trying to explore is, it seems as though, how does a nation and ninja world deal with the aftermath of a war, as well what does a nation or leader and even the young generation turn out to be when the ideals or political opinions are different among themselves. I guess what they're trying to do is tackle this idea in the ninja world of the anime that they created, and to make things interesting. It gives more integrity to the construct of the ninja world that we are watching, and explores a deeper topic that, although has been done before in this series, it just addresses it from another angle. It's kind of for the new generation of kids also watching the anime that don't know much about the history of the show, or have even seen Naruto Shippuden or the original series. So I definitely see what they're trying to do with the Boruto anime, and I don't see it as a bad thing. I like this anime. I love this anime, to be honest. I like Naruto, and I will always make Naruto videos for you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash the like button as always. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and supporting us as always, and follow us on social media, and we see you next time.